Hey there, construction. Mr. Nelson here in the shop this morning, and I wanted to give you a quick tour, just sort of go over some of the parts of a wall, of a framed wall. So here we have two framed walls. We have just a standard 4-foot wide wall, and right here then we have a wall framed with a window. So I'll go over the parts here of a window, but the parts are going to be similar if you're framing in a door. Same names to the parts for a lot of the different parts. So a wall is made up basically of, you have a top plate, you have a bottom plate, then you have studs in between. So up on top up here, this is our top plate with our layout that you can see on these studs. On the bottom down here, you can't see it, but there is another plate down here, which is called our bottom plate or sole plate. That's down on the bottom. And then in between, we have our vertical members, which are called our studs. These are just common studs right here. These are full length, making this wall 8 feet tall. So these are full length studs. Then as we come around here to the window, we have different names and different sort of parts of the wall that I wanted to go over. So here we have our window, our opening. This is called a rough opening for a window. It's not the exact size of a window. It's a little bit bigger than the window needs to be, but that's the rough opening for a window. Right here, this part that goes horizontally on the bottom, this is called the sill, the window sill. That's what the window is going to sit on top of. Underneath, we have these 3 smaller studs, and we have a smaller stud up here. That's called a cripple stud. Those are the ones that go underneath the sills or on top of the header. The smaller ones that go on top of the header, even on top of a doorway, is called a cripple stud. Mentioned it earlier, this is called a header right here. And you see this is turned sideways. So it's not the 1.5 inches, it's 3.5 inches, and it's full thickness going all the way across here so that there's more strength by the pressure coming down so it can hold up. If it's a longer span, say 6 feet or longer, you're going to want even thicker material up here. But this is say a 30-inch window right here, and these 2x4s on edge with the spacer are going to be sufficient to hold that up. So this is called a header. It just takes up the place of studs being in the middle in here. On the side of our window and on the side of a door are these 2 studs that hold up the header. These are called trimmer studs. These trimmer studs, again, hold up the header. So the header is, the weight of those are directly on these, and then these go all the way down to the ground. And then lastly, on the sides over here, next to the trimmer studs, we have the king studs. King studs go all the way down, but then they go all the way up to the top also. So the king stud and the trimmer studs are connected together and holding in place the header right here. So those are the parts of a wall that we have. You're going to be framing those in on your walls, on your small walls, starting in the next couple of days. All right.